Alright, ready?
Ready.
Hey guys, what's up? This is JJ.
And Gimpy, man.
We're back with another Solo Nerd Sports episode.
We are back. It's been a little while.
Yeah, I think last time we talked was a little bit before Thanksgiving.
Before Thanksgiving, we had our big bet going on, and
yes.
Yeah.
And what happened with that bet?
I think I won.
Yeah, you won 3 games
well,
to 2.
I mean, we were pretty pathetic in most of our picks anyway, but
Pretty much.
right?
Yeah, it came down to the I think the Houston Texans game versus Ravens. Oh no, wait, I forget what it came down to, but
the Thanksgiving games. I think I won two out of 3 of the Thanksgiving ones, so that kind of helped me a lot. So
bastard.
Yeah, I know. So you owe me some.
I owe you some Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
So yeah, we'll have to figure out when I got to pay you back on that one.
It's not a big deal, but I know where to find you.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately. Other than that, dude, anything new with you?
Just a long layoff with Thanksgiving and just
holidays.
Yeah. I mean, just holiday stuff. Just getting the kids gifts and stuff like that, and
the expensive time of year.
I know it is. It kind of costs us all, but that's just how it goes, right? Yeah. You?
No,
Anything?
nothing really. Just same thing. Just Christmas shopping and stuff.
Yeah.
Getting everything ready for Christmas and
and work
work too.
I kind of forgot about work, right? But
who cares about work?
Exactly. It's overrated.
This is our full-time job.
This is our full-time job.
And we get paid nothing.
That's why it's our job,
right?
Exactly.
All right, let's get things started, man.
Yeah, let's get it up.
Well, the big news, like we always start off with,
Tiger's back.
Tiger's back.
He is.
This time he is back for real.
Looked well,
right? Did you watch all the rounds at all, or did you catch here and there?
Pretty much Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always something going on, so I didn't really get to watch Sunday much, but I do know that he was kind of far enough off the pace where he really couldn't catch up, So I decided not to record it, and I mean,
he did pretty good though.
He did.
I mean, the second round, he actually took the lead.
Yeah.
He was lead solo, you know what I mean? But then
it was nice to see that though, that he got right back in there. So
the third round Saturday is where he got derailed a little bit and he fell. I forget how far back, like 10 shots off the lead.
Yeah.
Then Sunday,
that's where it gets tough, because I think they start pressing, and I think they start, hitting shots that they maybe wouldn't normally shoot.
Yeah.
But
the thing is too is that he was in contention on Saturday,
which is awesome.
So he must have been nervous as shit.
And a lot of the big players were in there with him.
Yeah.
Even seeing his interviews, I think you kind of saw what I saw in that. It's kind of like he's a changed Tiger in a way. Like he's kind of well,
he's having fun now.
He is,
that's
and that's
for sure.
Yeah, that's nice to see again, and let's just hope he keeps on going, because just like we've talked about, and I think all of our podcast, it'd be nice to see him getting some majors again, and and winning some majors, and not only contention, but
just really good seeing him back in the PGA.
It is. You know what? And I think golf likes it too, just in general. I think that people are watching it more, and
I mean, he had good rounds. So he had scores of 69, 68, 75, 69. And then he finished the day off with 68, and also had an eagle as well.
Which I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw the fist pump that he did, and
he had a few of those too.
He did.
I think, what was he? Tied for 9th, right? Or
tied for 9th, yeah.
Like
tied for 9th. And
top 10.
Yeah.
Out of the 18-man field, but it was a good 18-man field, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it's not like it was him and a bunch of nobodies.
Right. You had 8 out of the 10.
It was still the main field.
Right. Top 10 players out there.
Yeah, exactly. So that is nice to. And what was the thing that you're talking to me about? Where he was? Did he move up 500 spots?
Yeah,
500 spots or something. Yeah,
because since he was injured, a year or 2 ago or so.
Yeah.
His official golf world ranking was what? Well, I think he was top 10 or something before.
Yeah.
He fell all the way to 1,100 in the world.
Crazy. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and with his top 9 finish or top 10 finish, he ended up with what? I think he's down to 668th in the world now.
Hey, it only takes one tournament to get back, right? So I know.
Oh man, but I mean, just looking at his swing and everything, dude, the guy had a ball speed of 180 miles per hour.
That's crazy.
That's the same as Ricky.
Yeah.
Rory.
That's crazy. You know what? And Tiger is physically just bigger than them too. So it's nice to see that too, that he's kept himself in shape during all of this. And
well, at least his back is actually good.
Yeah.
Like this last surgery.
Even how he's talking about it, right? Even how he's talking about it, like he wasn't making excuses, and even with some duff chips,
that's the only thing he has to work on, I think.
But again, no, but that happens. I mean, again, he hasn't been around that much lately, so that stuff's gonna happen. And
it's gonna happen. But I mean, even some of the other players there, because they're talking about how that Bermuda rough or something, it messes with your chipping.
Yeah.
A lot of players had duff chips too, but it's just something, because everything else from Tiger's game looked really good. Mm-hmm. His swing, his irons.
Yep.
I mean, he had to dial in some of his distances because sometimes he overcooked them, went too far.
Sure.
But just the chipping. It just takes some time.
Yeah.
Where do you think we'll see him next? Torrey?
Does he like to kind of...
Because normally he used
to go away for a little bit and kind of work on things like before
remember
a big
he would do
tournament?
the hero, and then he would go overseas to Dubai and stuff. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he's going to do any of
Do you think it's too much for him, you think? Is that kind of how he...
First time coming back, probably.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to maybe work on some things and then get ready for Torrey Pines, you think?
Yeah, I think we'll see him at Torrey, probably.
Is that in a few weeks or...
End of January?
Okay. So a little over a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever play there?
You did, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard. Well, I didn't hear, but I remembered when you talked about that. So
yeah, it
was
was
awesome.
Nice.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is it actually rough course or?
Yeah, it's long, dude. The par fours are like
high,
I had to get
high
the scorecard, but they're like low 400s. A lot of them.
Wow.
Like there was maybe 3-4 par fours that were under 400.
That's tough.
I was like, holy shit. But it was fun though.
Is the rough or
if I remember,
if you're off the fairway, or is it pretty tough?
Yeah, you have to hit it really hard just to get it out.
Yeah.
When I forget what course they played, the North course or South, I forget which one. But it was a good one.
But it is awesome when you're watching the professionals always making it look so easy. And that's right.
Yeah, and then you try it yourself when you're out there. And you're like, what the fuck?
You're like, what?
I can't do this.
I know. It's like, come on. It's like, it can't be that hard, right?
No, I know, right? Let's go move on to boxing. I know we don't talk about boxing that much.
It's
not that fun. It's not that fun, but it's not interesting anymore.
It's more about name, right?
Right.
You know?
Well, there's no more heavyweights anymore either.
Yeah, there's not.
You don't have like the Tysons.
The Holyfields. You don't have them anymore.
I mean, you had those Klitschko brothers, but I think they're done. Like, you don't even hear
or they
anymore.
Always win, or I don't know. Yeah, but
it's just the only good division.
Don't they have like 9 belts? Or they have like a bunch
Something
of belts.
Like that. I don't know,
they have like a bunch of belts.
Something like that.
I don't understand all those different belts.
They
guys
have
like
way too
5
many.
belts, and I just don't get it. But whatever. Yeah, but
I mean, like the only division that it's really talked about is like the middleweight. Yeah. Like the weights where Mayweather is, Pacquiao. Stuff like that, but you had Miguel Cotto.
It's because of big names, right? Yeah, exactly, like Cotto.
Yeah, Cotto, he had his last fight on Saturday. I don't know if you caught that or not, but it was his retirement fight.
Yep.
He actually did pretty good up until I think the 7th round, and we found out that he had a torn bicep. Oh. And like I said, if we talked about it a little bit before this, but I've never seen a torn bicep before, and Cotto's arm...
Pretty nasty, right?
Dude, like, the muscle rolled up in a ball.
Oh,
that's gross.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, but, so Cotto retires, but he didn't retire on a high note with the loss, but still, he had a good career.
I can see him come back, though, can't you?
I
do you
can't
think he's done, though?
I mean,
he's done?
I don't know. I mean, when you're like 37 or something, that's an old age, I think.
Well...
Unless you're Mayweather and just...
And come back against McGregor when you're 40 and
just to get money.
Just to get money, right? Yeah. So it kind of depends what he wants to do, but if he wants to, like you said, if he wants like a big money fight, maybe he'll come back.
Maybe he'll come back. Yeah. I mean, if he's strapping for cash.
Yeah.
And hopefully he saves money.
Yeah. Which I don't get how these guys do strap for cash because they make so much money.
I know.
Every
I don't
fight
get
they
it.
do, right?
Doesn't matter if you're boxing,
right?
Anything,
right?
Any sport or anything.
How do you blow through like millions, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy. Like what is sometimes in NBA you make what? Like $50,000 a game.
Yeah, right. How do
you lose all that money or use?
And these guys and they're like these guys like don't pay taxes or whatever, and I don't understand like do not have the right like obviously they don't have the right people, but it's like put money aside, and just say okay, you know what, I'm going to use this paycheck for like the taxes for my next 2 or 3 years, whatever, right? I mean, that's just, but that's
they don't do that.
Yeah, but that's just my thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know.
No, I don't think you're. I think they're wrong.
but yeah, I just don't get how these guys don't, save anything. But oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But we're not there, so right?
Yeah, give me the money. I'll put it away in the bank.
Exactly.
Let's go to LeVar Ball really quick.
There's always something about LeVar Ball, right? Always something about the Ball family, right?
Yeah. So you get LeVar Ball. I think it was like last week or two. He was talking about Luke Walton, how he's coaching his son and the Lakers,
Too soft, right?
Saying that they're too soft on Lonzo. That one time, why did Walton call a timeout when he wouldn't have called a timeout? And but I'm like, dude, it's like,
well, let the guys do their job, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's just always got to have a big mouth and always got to make a scene, but...
He's starting to become a distraction now.
Well, yeah, I think he already is, but something's got to happen eventually where like either someone's going to tell him off or someone's... Or he's just... I mean, I don't know what could come of this, but like eventually he's got to shut up somehow, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, now they put that new rule for the media... That I think they call it the LeVar Ball rule or some other rule. They said it was a rule already in place.
Okay.
But they're not allowing the media to go into the family section.
Oh.
So that way they won't be able to talk to LeVar Ball then.
And leave it to him to ruin it for everyone else. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean,
the Lakers that's where it gets ridiculous, right?
They knew that if they drafted Lonzo, they had to deal with their dad,
right?
And they said, "Oh no, he won't be a distraction." And now you're making
honestly,
different rules now for him, dude. I don't know. This guy's just got to shut up. And also, did you hear about his son? It's either LiAngelo, I think the one that's in UCLA, right? Who got suspended.
Yeah, like when he was in where were they? Weren't they in China? Right, they're in China.
He got shoplifting.
They're shoplifting, and so I do see it as a, that I'm not surprised that he pulled him out just because like I said, like he's not playing.
Yeah, well, because he got suspended. He's been an idiot,
Right. So maybe starting to a brand new program, maybe that'll maybe they'll get his name out there and
But the funny thing is, like, there's reports that saying that no NBA team has his son in the scouting books right now because he's not that good.
Right.
So I don't know what LeVar's going to do.
So maybe LiAngelo.
They say LiAngelo. He's like one of the top ranked high schoolers right now.
Right.
But the middle son, he's like like no one cares really about him.
No one really cares about him, right? So maybe he'll just go to like a smaller type school, maybe not a big name like UCLA.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what LeVar is thinking is.
Yeah, or he might put him. You know how he's doing like that Adidas team or whatever that is.
Yes.
He might just have him play there. Homeschool.
That's what I mean. Yeah, maybe he's just trying
LeVar
to do that,
says he can get him better than what UCLA can.
Right.
I don't get it.
But the son that's in high school.
Yeah,
he still is committed to UCLA, correct?
Yeah, in 2 years. Yeah, and he was saying that he's still going to.
And he's still going to go there. So
he's still going to go there.
Yeah, so that's
whatever.
Yeah, yes. So it's not really UCLA. I think it's just the middle son.
Just sucks.
Just isn't as good, and just maybe move him on to a.
Well, shit, Lonzo's not even that good.
No, he's not. He's not. I mean, you would think he is by how much he's talked about. But he's really not.
He's been sucking now.
Yeah, he's just like. Yeah, maybe he's just not ready, right? But
probably not. 1 year of college.
But his dad will tell you he's ready.
His dad says he's ready.
Right? So
they're just using him wrong. That's all.
They are.
Jesus. What else you got in the NBA? You got Derrick Rose. I think last week or 2 weeks ago he was contemplating about quitting the NBA. Yeah, he just upped and left, just like how he did with New York. So, ESPN. But anyway, so after he got his ankle injury, he just went up and left. Supposedly he told the Cavaliers that he was leaving. Reports that he was gonna walk away because he got hurt too much, and I don't know what he's doing now. But now he's back with the Cavs rehabbing. I think what happened was that he found out if he walked away, he would lose out. What is it, 80 million on his Adidas contract?
Yeah, so it's kind of hopefully he didn't blow through. His
hopefully not because
his past 100+ million.
Yeah, because
right?
he has that son he has to live for.
It's crazy, isn't it? Right?
Whatever. What was his son's name?
Oh, geez.
PJ, wasn't it?
Was that what
Remember
it was?
He was like, oh man, yeah. So I don't know.
Like with Adidas, wasn't his contract like 200+ million?
Dude, it was crazy.
Right?
Yeah,
it was like over 200 million.
Yeah,
right?
and like I said, if he walked away, he would have been walking away from 80 million.
Yeah, so it's like contract. You know what? Yeah, so I mean,
if you get hurt one more time, go away.
Yeah, exactly.
Go away.
But again, for 80 million. Right?
Make it work.
Yeah, right.
80 million.
Exactly. 80 million.
Jesus.
Right.
Like I said, don't get these people with money issues. Our Blackhawks. What else can we say? But
they still suck, right?
Yeah. So we'll skip that.
Yeah. And we don't really, like we've always said, we don't know much more about hockey. We just don't follow it enough. So
yeah. What about you in college football? I know we don't talk about it as much, but
we don't. I know that we talked about that. It is worth mentioning that the college playoffs, the top 4 teams, they've come down to. There was a debate for the last 4th spot. With between Alabama and Ohio State. It did come down to Alabama, which personally they were the better team, but I know that there was a huge debate because.
Well, who debates these seedings?
They have a committee. they kind of
don't go by record.
They do, but the problem is that there's always like one spot that's kind of up for debate.
Yeah.
So what they do is like, because Alabama didn't win their conference championship game.
Yeah.
But Ohio State won the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
So there was a huge debate of like, because Ohio State had 2 losses, but Alabama only had 1.
But they didn't win the conference, though.
Right, exactly. So that was the main debate, and then like, then because of college football, because they have to go with strength of schedule and all this other stuff, So that was the big debate. But in the end, whoever the committee is, they did choose Alabama over Ohio State. Again, I think it was more just they said it was the eye test.
The eye test?
Yeah, like
how they look.
Yeah, like what they're watching games, So it's goofy ass shit,
Dude, that's why I don't like college.
You know what? It's all just who makes more money.
Yeah,
and it's so. I mean, both programs are huge. Obviously, Ohio State is a huge program, and so is Alabama. But I think they decided because the rankings for the top 4 teams, Clemson got the 1 seed, Oklahoma, which, oh God, I hate saying the Oklahoma Sooners because I can't stand them, but because I'm a Texas Longhorn fan if you haven't figured it out yet. But Oklahoma's, I hate to say it, they're number 2.
Yeah.
They did look good. Number 3 is Georgia, who is in the same conference as Alabama.
Yeah.
Georgia did win their conference championship game, and then Alabama snuck in at number 4 spot, but I think maybe
because of the eye test.
Yeah, because that's what they said. But I also think that the committee kind of says, hey, you know what? I think Clemson being number 1 and Alabama being number 4, that probably looks like a huge game.
Yeah.
That's almost like a championship game in itself without being a championship game.
So get the ratings and stuff.
So exactly. So again, even though Ohio State does have a huge fan base, I think they saw that Clemson versus Alabama is the better game.
Yeah.
Or eye test, quote unquote. And
so weird.
Yeah. So I did just want to throw that college football news in there because it is pretty big news, and even though it's like a month away, because they spread their games out, until New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I think they play them. And
I don't get it, dude. You got Big Ten.
I know.
Pac-10. Wait, is that Pac-10 too in football or something like that?
Yeah, and there's
so many.
And it's weird because there's the Big 12, but there's only 10 teams. And
so goofy,
but they just want to keep their name, again, it all comes down to money. So so that's kind of our little thoughts there, and we just want to let you guys know who was in the playoff in case you guys haven't heard yet. So it is big news to us. So hopefully it's big news to you guys. So,
hopefully it is.
Yeah.
Because not for me, because college football sucks. So let's talk about the real football.
The real NFL football.
NFL football. What do you got this week? You had the benching of Eli Manning.
The benching of Eli. He had a huge streak going.
Yeah, and
which for a quarterback is very impressive. And I know he didn't have the consecutive game record, but he had a long consecutive games going there, and he was benched by McAdoo, who is now fired.
Yep, dude, that's messed up. Because I don't think they had a good relationship anyway.
No.
So he probably did that on purpose.
No.
He must have done that on purpose, man.
By the way, I don't know, during Thanksgiving, did you happen to see the Giants and the Red?
No.
No, I'm sorry. When the Giants played over Thanksgiving, there are these two little kids in the stands. One little kid was actually dressed up like McAdoo, he had a slick back hair and he put a fake mustache, whatever. And it was hilarious because if you guys do want to look it up, it's definitely worth it. That. The little kid that was dressed up as Ben McAdoo, I think is his first name, right? Yeah. So, and the kid's face was just straight, just straight faced. He wasn't laughing or anything like that. And they showed him on TV several times. So it's definitely something to check out if you just want to, look it up on YouTube or whatever.
I
but
look that up too.
It is really funny, actually. So,
but now Geno Smith started.
Yeah.
They lost.
Yeah, right. Well, now I think they're going to lose anyway. So it doesn't matter anyway. Right.
So now Eli could be returning as starter again, all because of Ben McAdoo.
Now that he's gone. So.
Yeah, he's gone now.
And now Shiano, I think is.
Oh,
is that his name, or is it shoot,
the assistant coach, right?
Yeah, he's going to be the interim coach for now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think it's Shiano. I think that's a college coach, but it's something like that.
Yeah, well, whatever his name is, he's not going to make a difference.
Maybe we'll just edit that out because that was really bad. So I shouldn't have said anything at all. Never mind.
That's fine. If not, we can edit it out. We'll edit it
But we do keep it real, though, so maybe we'll just leave it in.
Yeah, whatever. We can leave that. Then he had the big game last Sunday night.
Yeah.
Eagles versus Seahawks. Eagles, they were 9-1, right?
Yeah,
and they lost.
And it did kind of show a lot, actually, of maybe the Seahawks, found some holes or whatever, and maybe they found like a little blueprint there.
They found the Carson Wentz blueprint to stop him or something.
Because he had a rough game there. So, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and the Seahawks look great. So
I like him.
Yeah,
I was thinking of actually buying one of those 12th fan jerseys.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah,
maybe for Christmas I can get one of those.
Maybe I'll buy one of those bright green ones. They were talking about.
They're a little too bright.
A little bit too bright.
And they're nasty. Remember like how they wore the all green?
Yes,
that was gross, man.
That was gross.
Now we gotta go to our home team, the Bears.
I know it's
Bears.
I know it's da Bears. I know it's
dude, they suck.
Yeah, I know it's pathetic even talking about them.
Yeah. Well, they're now officially eliminated from the playoff hunt.
Well, surprise, right?
They were officially eliminated from the beginning of the season.
Almost every year, right? Yeah, exactly.
The only bright spot, was Cohen.
Yeah.
Even though he was rarely used in the last game, but he had that awesome. Did you ever play Sega Genesis when you were younger?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever play Joe Montana football?
Yes.
Do you know the trick where if you run with Barry Sanders, you can run in circles around the whole field? That's what Tariq Cohen looked like on that punt return TD.
You know what? I don't think I ever did that on the Joe Joe Montana football. But
we would purposely when we were kids, we would take hand it off to Barry, have him run all the way down to the opposite end zone, wait till people come, and you can run all around them. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, you're right. That's what Cohen looked like.
He caught it. He ran around, went backwards.
He went back a good 15 yards, right? I would say, right, like backwards, right?
Yeah, they said it was a 50-yard return, but it.
But he ran.
It could have been like 75, 80 because he went backwards so far. I was like, Jesus.
Well,
man.
And of course, watching it live, I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And
like,
come on,
keep going.
Yeah, no, I'm like, "Come on."
Like, why are you running backwards?
Right, exactly. I know. I'm like, "Stop running backwards and run forward." But
it's all Barry Sanders.
But it all turned out, yeah.
The one question I have: why don't they use them? Because the game before this game, they used them a lot. Finally,
there's so many things that they could do with him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They could do some end arounds. They need to screen him more too, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But they don't use him as much. And now even Trubisky's like, hey, we need to use Tariq Cohen more.
Yeah.
It's
right.
Like,
you could definitely use him in the slot, man, because you know what? Most slot receivers, I don't think they're as small as Cohen.
No, he's tiny.
But they are smaller guys though, right? I mean, because a slot receiver could usually kind of find those gaps in the defense and
I mean,
but you're right.
Is it John Fox? Is it Ryan Pace saying don't use him for some reason?
They just don't care anymore. I don't know. Right?
Jesus Christ! Speaking about that too. Okay, Bears are out of it.
Yeah.
What's your call? Are they going to fire Fox? And if they do, are they going to fire Ryan Pace? Because Ryan Pace is 12 for 32 since you took over. And his draft picks have what? They haven't worked out.
No.
So
never.
What's your call
really
looking forward?
I mean, do you think that? Are you asking me? Do you think that they should be firing before the season, or during the offseason?
Let's say they're going to keep him until the offseason.
Okay.
Offseason, everything's fair
game. Should they let
game.
both go? Is what you mean?
Yeah, like once the offseason's here, if Fox isn't let go, let's say he's not let go. What do you do? Do you fire? Who do you fire? Who do you not fire? Do you keep him? Do you?
I think you definitely have to fire Fox.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I just don't think he's... I'm not saying that any coach could just come in here and turn around the whole Chicago Bears team.
No coach can do that.
No.
Not for a while.
No, they can't. But you do need to... I think you have to start with him. Yeah, I think you have to start with Fox first.
Yeah.
But just like you said, I mean, with Pace's record, 12 and 32, how do you not fire him too, right?
Because he's the one making the calls too.
Right.
The player calls.
Right.
I really.
What's your thought? I mean, do you have a thought? Like, do you think they should kind of follow the New York Giants blueprint of just getting rid of both of them right away and just saying,
I would
see you later and let's work in the whole offseason,
dude,
find the right placement, or I mean, what do you think?
I would keep Fox because there's 3 more games left for, or no, like 6. Wait, yeah, whatever we are, 3 more games, right?
Yeah.
3 or 4. I would keep Fox.
You think get rid of Pace then?
I would get rid
and see what happens.
I would get rid of both of them in the offseason.
Okay.
Because just keep Trubisky with Fox for now.
Yeah.
Let him play it out. Just so that he can get more, whatever.
Yeah, just kind of
more familiar with play calling.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Coached by someone decent, sort of.
Yeah, right.
Then you get rid of him, get rid of Pace, find some other general manager, or the McCaskies got to sell a team.
Yeah.
Right? It all starts with them.
It's gotten bad, right?
I mean, it's
gotten real bad.
Right, because got good when they fired the other people before.
Right.
But now they hired people that aren't doing anything.
Right.
They suck. They
it just keeps on. You know what? And they just us being Bears fans for a long time. We've just. I'm not talking anything bad about Mitch Trubisky, but we've never had that quarterback ever. Even when McMahon was there. Yeah. He still wasn't that great of a quarterback. He wasn't that good of a quarterback.
Supporting cast, though.
Right,
we don't have that.
Right,
we don't have anything.
No, we don't. So we just, I mean, like you said, going around with the GM and maybe not even Fox though, maybe some of the other coaches too.
Right, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of has to.
You have to start clean.
Yeah, you do. I think. And like you said, I think that the McCaskey's family needs to.
Yeah. They gotta get out of here.
Look at what's really going on here. And,
yes.
And I do know that the games are always crowded, but it's not the point.
But they're all about money. It looks like they don't care about it.
When you put that shit on the field, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what I think it is. I mean, I think the Bears. I think what we see, what we watch, what you and I at least watch every weekend is it's just crap, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, then that means the people gotta stop coming.
Yeah.
To stop coming to a shitty team, I don't know. But
you know what? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we can talk about this at the end of the season for sure.
Of course.
We'll get our thoughts about that once the end of the season comes.
Yeah, but this is probably, and again, they won 3 games this year so far.
That's it, yeah.
And it's again, I can't remember who they've even beat, but this is about as low of a season I can remember.
Oh god, so
even with 3 wins, but
yeah, well, because even John Fox
it doesn't look good ever, right?
Yeah, he set a record for the worst losses in a coach.
And do you really want that on your resume? I don't think you want that, right?
I would not want that. No. Last thing about NFL, you saw the game last night or Monday night between the Steelers and Bengals.
That was pretty brutal.
It was a good game, but
it was a good game.
A lot of bad cheap shots.
Yeah, a lot of bad cheap shots. Yeah.
I don't know what you got to do with it. Like I told you before.
Yeah.
Go back to the leather helmets.
Yeah.
You're not going to spear Antonio Brown in the face. You're not going to cheap shot people.
Those were hits, but those are hits that don't need to
that you want to hurt someone with.
Right. I mean, all those hits were definitely intentional.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for that.
Right. It's a big rivalry game, but come on, you don't do cheap shots like that. You know?
I mean, again, just like always, these guys are just bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah.
And there's just no need for stuff like that to be going on. So I don't know what the NFL and Goodell could do, but they gotta. I don't know how you talk to teams about that. We wouldn't know. There's got to be a change, right?
Right. There's got to be something. Because every now and then you'll have a hit like that.
Yeah.
Right. If it's on purpose or not.
Yeah. Right.
But you could tell, like Gronk.
How
he just put his forearm and dove on top of that guy.
And I know that on other sports shows, there were debates of should he be suspended. Well, you know what?
Well, he is suspended now.
Right.
Which is good for fantasy people.
Right. And again, though, he definitely should be suspended.
Yeah.
And even that game last night, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah.
Who
the crack block or whatever he's doing.
Who laid out perfect on the Bengals D.
Yeah.
You know what? Again, that was definitely intentional. So you know what? I think if it looks like it's intentional, I think you need to be suspended
for more than one game at least too.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know what?
That Juju Smith guy,
these guys are getting away with everything right now, right?
He clocks him, and what does he do? He stands over him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
exactly.
But come on, dude.
You just don't do that, right?
No, that's not right.
Especially to a defensive guy that's probably twice
your size.
Yeah, twice the size. Right? So,
that's crazy.
I know. So, yeah, but there definitely does need to be changes on some of those hits and again, guys are still spearing guys, but it's like you said though, you know what? Sometimes it just happens.
Right.
But you could tell that they're going back and forth and just hitting each other purposely. So right.
That you can tell. You can tell the people who are trying to do it on purpose, trying to hurt someone. So
exactly.
Other than that, I got nothing else for NFL.
No.
You?
Yeah. No, let's move on.
Move on to quick baseball. Like I said, it's the off season, but one big news, there's that Japanese sensation guy.
Is it?
Do you know how to say it?
Is it Shohei Ohtani?
Shohei.
Or is it
Ohtani?
Ohtani?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know. But
sounds right.
But if we're not, someone else could correct us or
but it looks like that.
Yeah.
Shohei, right?
Okay, sure.
Shohei?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
But so he's a player that every team has been trying to talk to.
Yeah.
Because he pitches. And he pitches good, too. I think he had like a 3 ERA or something like that, 3.21, something like that. And he hits. And he's a good hitter.
And he hits good.
Right. And one of the big stipulations is that he wants to pitch and he wants to play in the outfield and hit. And that you never see. What do you call those players? Iron Man players, right?
Yes.
Or whatever you call it.
And you and I talked about that it would actually be awesome to actually see that because
You don't see that.
I don't even know the last time, at least in my day, I can't recall anyone that's done that before.
Like a pitcher and hitter, I've never seen that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that hits like on his off pitching days.
Right.
Because
pitchers suck.
it'd be cool to see. Yeah, well, yeah, they do, right? Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple out there who are decent,
right? But not like consistent decent.
No, exactly. But it will be cool to see that, and
right.
I think that'd be interesting. So
yeah,
right?
and the one good thing about this player is that I know you don't like this team, but the Cubs are in the running to speak to him.
Well, they're always in the running now.
They're always in the running.
Well, yeah. Well, see, because you know why? Because they have a good GM.
They have a good GM, good manager too,
and good managers. So this is what we're so Chicago Bears. Listen,
I know, right?
Listen, or you know.
So right now there's 7 teams that got approval to talk to this guy.
It's crazy, right?
You got the Cubs, the Giants, San Diego, Seattle, Dodgers, and the Rangers. Mm-hmm. As you can tell, most of them are West Coast teams.
Yeah.
They said that he wants to play for the West Coast.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Angels? I think Angels
too. I
think,
right?
Yeah,
Angels so 8 or 7 teams.
Yeah, Angels are in there. Yep.
It's just odd that why the Cubs and the Rangers are put on there if he wants to play in the West Coast.
Out of all,
right?
It's this market, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
more market for Cubs
small.
than Rangers. Yeah, it is.
You know, so it's not as big as whatever the Cubs and Rangers.
But San Diego definitely needs some help. So,
right.
I mean, they're kind of like I guess you could say like the Bears of right.
And I think the only reason why for the Cubs is that John Madden.
Yeah.
He plays people in the weirdest spots.
Yeah.
So I can see him saying, you can pitch, and yes, you can play in the outfield on your off days too.
He finds. I mean, Madden is definitely the coach that would use him the right way.
Right. Well, he's the one that thinks out of the damn box all the time.
Oh, always.
And sometimes sometimes it's too much and he gets him in trouble.
But
sometimes it works.
That's what happens though, right?
Yeah.
So, it was interesting to see that the Yankees and the Red Sox. Well, I don't know who wants to be in the White Sox, but well, except for me. But I want them. I want to be in the White Sox, but he's not going to go to White Sox. But it is interesting to see that they were denied.
Yes.
So
especially because the Yankees have money.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know they can pay the guy.
Exactly. But and I told you originally that I didn't know that the Yankees were denied.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox were denied.
Yeah.
I thought that they just pulled out of the running for this guy just because I thought that they want to save their money for next year's free agency with like Kershaw and Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
But
dude, they got money for every year for that. But that was a report. Unless I read it wrong too, but no, they said that they were denied.
Yeah.
That they didn't get the okay to
which is
talk
just
to
crazy, right?
Right? It's crazy
because it's like the Yankees and the Red Sox are always in every single running.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like all of a sudden when they're denied, then I bet you all these other teams that are like again
like the smaller size teams.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
that don't have enough money.
Besides the Cubs, though, because the Cubs are that big market team who are right in there with the Yankees and Red Sox. Yeah. But, so that could be good for you, my friend.
I hope so. We'll see what happens with that. You can get the Japanese Babe Ruth or whatever it is.
You know what? Hey, I mean, have you... I haven't seen him...
Like, I haven't seen
a picture of him or what he looks like. Yeah,
I saw pictures. He's like a normal Japanese guy.
Normal size dude.
Normal size, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you just... Don't know what you're gonna get, right? Yeah. So hopefully it works out.
Just like a Chris Bryant kind of guy, I guess. He's not big. He's not muscular or anything like that.
Sure.
All right. So other than that, I think that's all that we have.
We'll do this sooner than later. Versus last time. Yeah. It was kind of a special case that
with
we got
a lot of plus the holidays. So I mean, we'll try to be back. We'll definitely get a Christmas special for you guys too.
We'll start doing we'll do our regular weekly now. We just it kind of got all jumbled up in these past
a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
A quick thing, really quick. If you guys are hearing background noise, like little kids running around, it's because my child is home, and we're actually podcasting early this time, not late.
Is he roaming the house alone?
He is, with the babysitter too.
Okay, that's right.
One other thing, guys, we do have a YouTube channel now. Tank and Chaos, they are doing Let's Plays. I don't know if you know what that is, Gimpy, but that's when you record your video game playing and you chat about it. So it's not my thing either.
Yeah.
It seems interesting, though.
But you definitely know more than I do still.
I do, yeah.
Because I don't know shit.
But if you guys have a chance, go ahead and check it out. Episode 1 is out on our YouTube channel, and we'll have the link for that. And as always, you guys know our other links, where to find us. That'll be on our page. And other than that, we will talk to you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Later.
Later, man.